Please, Dr. Tita, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Director Paddy. Greetings, Senior Barrister team and Senior Barrister Fru. Uh, Director Paddy, I must say that I'm extremely happy every time you bring me to this program with both senior barristers. I think Barrister Ghana is not here today. I learned a lot when I come on this show and listen to Senior Barrister team and Senior Barrister Fru talk or explain some of these issues that are happening back home. So please bring me more often, please, and so I can chip into the politics as well. Yes, we are there at HSS working on the humanitarian part, but the politics of it all, I would like to chip in something as well. In regards to the moderator, uh, uh, Reverend Funky, and I'm so glad that when Barrister Fru, sorry, was talking, he had to bring in Archbishop Andrew Kea into it, because these two people, from when we were growing up as children. I mean, I grew up as a Catholic. I grew up from a Catholic home. My great grandfather, late past Simon Deso, was the first catechist in the Catholic Church by LA. You know, so from when we were growing up as kids, we have seen the bishops or the priests as people that are not political at all. But what we have fully learned throughout this struggle is that the position that these two individuals hold, Archbishop Kea and the moderator, Funky, Reverend Funky, it's highly political. Let me tell you that from my assessment, I think that these people are actually appointed by the regime, even though we were told that they voted. I strongly believe that these guys are working for the regime. And the average Christian back home needs to know this, because I can come here and say and quote a verse in the Bible and everything, and it's not going to go down to what the average person has to know about this individual. What the fact is, and it's very clear, is that Reverend Funky and Archbishop Kea are working for the regime. Now, whatever they were doing before the struggle started, or when the struggle had just initially started, in claiming to speak for the people, they were just doing that at that moment. Now they have completely changed. So we don't want our citizens or our fellow Ambazonians to be thinking that these individuals are still there or talking for Ambazonia or are there for their own, for the Ambazonian people. No, these individuals are clearly working for the regime. They are legitimizing the genocide that the regime is committing on the ground. Like the letter that the Reverend Funky put out there, you can see clearly that he wants to defend the regime and he's talking for the regime. Now, let me make this very clear that this is not strange. This is what the colonial masters always do. Go back in the history when the colonial masters came into Africa. They came in with their church and their religion, deceiving our people, dividing our people. It's the same thing that is going on right now, that the colonial master Larbridge Cameroon is bringing in our territory, using the bishops, the archbishop, and using the Presbyterian moderator to, legitimize all the atrocities that they're doing on the ground, to make the world to feel like it's the Amazonian people that is not doing the right thing, of which is lies. Even if this was done by the supposed Amba boys, that is the military, that is sponsored by the supposed colonial minister of territorial administration, Atanganji, sponsoring those boys there on the ground to commit atrocities on the ground. The international community is aware of this. So no matter what paperwork they put out there, or no matter what the Reverend Funky come and put out there, the truth is clear. But what I would like to talk is to the average pastor that's under Reverend Funky, the average priest that's under Archbishop Kea, is that they need to stand up for the truth. These individuals that are holding this position of authority, that are working with the regime, are working for the regime. But the average priest that's preaching, the average priest or pastor that's preaching in the local church, there within our communities or the quarters, they can speak the truth. Let them start speaking up the truth. Let them start speaking up against what is happening and not be afraid. I think If the international community has not responded until now, it's not that they're not paying attention to what is happening. They're paying full attention to what is happening. But a little piece of this struggle that we have going on, the people that need to speak out are the churches. They need to stand up for the truth and speak against the regime instead of staying quiet. You know, so I thought maybe I need to say that, like you clearly said that whatever means that he took to get into office, or whatever it means the way he tricked game he played, I know the regime put him there for a reason, because he's a tool that the regime have the intention to use. So our people needs to wake up. You need to wake up to say, okay, this moderator is not doing the right thing, or this archbishop. My own part is, worst part is that Bishop Kea there in Mancon, in Big Mancon. They're not doing the right thing, and the people, our Christians, cannot keep supporting them. That mentality of that, oh, this was a bishop, oh, this is the most respectable person that we have in our territory as far as Catholic Church is concerned, or as far as the Presbyterian Church is concerned. That mentality needs to go away, because these people are not acting for the good of the Ambazonia people. And let's not leave the Baptists out, or the non-denominational churches out as well. They all need to speak out. You know, they need to speak out. Why is the Baptist Church not saying anything about all the killings that are going on the ground? Why are they not speaking out? So these are things that we need to talk to our people, because the average Christians need to start questioning the priests, and the priests need to start questioning the bishops, and all the bishops need to start questioning the archbishop, or the pastors need to question the moderator. So I mean, so these are facts, you know. So they are working for the regime, and it's very clear. We need to say this to our people over and over again. Thank you so much. I'm not going to talk for too long.
Yeah, we actually profile these church leaders purposefully